So recently we had and this was also a video I had kind of recorded already on TikTok, but it got deleted with the hackers and stuff, so that's just a preface. But I still wanted to share the story, regardless of if it got deleted at one point. So basically, we had a employee training day where all the libraries in our district were closed. We could all train, and then they sent us a bunch of links for videos and the PowerPoints to go with them. And one of the videos I found very unsavory. It was about anger issues and depression in the workplace. But the way they worded it felt very detrimental, because it was kind of like, if someone's depressed, maybe you should report that to your manager, because it's never just depression could be a sign that they have angry outbursts, and and it's never just a sign that someone's just gonna no one ever just flips. There's always signs that you look over, so you should always report it. And that really made me uncomfortable, because I have clinically diagnosed depression and anxiety, and I do get very anxious, and I do get really depressed, even though I try to be happy and cute all the time. It is really hard sometimes. And when I worked at a different factory than the one than before the first factory job I had, at one point it came out that I have depression and anxiety, and one of the employees who I worked with, who I was close friends with, it was a sweet old lady, she was like, "You have depression? Well, I'm uncomfortable with you, because if you have depression, you might just be," every person I've known who has depression has been very angry and prone to outbursts, and that makes me uncomfortable, and it hurt my feelings. And clearly, because I'm a mortal human person with emotions and working tear ducts, it made me cry, because that upset me, because this is someone I'm close to, who I thought was my friend, who's like, "You make me uncomfortable. I don't know if I want to be around you because you have depression." And I'm like, "Great. So want to KMS, and you're just yeah, no, you might hurt me." And I'm like, "Bruh, no, that's not my brand of depression. My brand of depression is more I get frustrated at technology, but that's different, because technology's purpose is to make life easier. That's the whole purpose. So if you get mad at a inanimate object, I don't see how that's the same as getting physically violent with a person. That doesn't make sense to me. But it hurt my feelings, made me cry, which made her even more uncomfortable, because then I'm over here crying, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, she's gonna blow up and flip out on us or whatever." And I'm like, "Bruh, I'm just upset because of this." And it kind of made me think of that, just because someone has depression doesn't mean that they're violent, or that they're violent to others. And I don't know, it just felt like a very backwards thing. It made me uncomfortable, and it made me think of that, because I'm just it feels like discrimination because of intolerance and improper teaching of mental health, because it's not everyone who's depressed needs to be told on, you'll be "Oh, this is uncomfortable, they're gonna blow at any minute." No. And not everyone who's sad is suffering from depression. Life happens. It makes a lot of sense that I have depression. I've had so many horrible things happen back to back to back to back to back constantly throughout my life. Ever since I was little, it makes sense, and it makes sense with my family history of mental illness. So for someone to be "Oh no," it's just really frustrating and very upsetting that someone would think that and articulate that to me. And then seeing this PowerPoint, which basically reiterates this idea that there's something to be afraid of when someone has a chemical imbalance that makes them upset, instead of uplifting and giving them a support system where they can be taken care of and be happy. So I don't know, it's just really frustrating, and I wanted to talk about it. But alright, thank you guys. Bye.